Hi, this is Rochelle, and I received a question asking how to use the ephemera in my journal kits. Journal kits are available in my Journal Life's Journey shop on Etsy. I'll link everything in the description box below. So I'm going to demonstrate how to use these. I've printed and inked some of the ephemera from the She Blooms kit. So let's get started. So I use a scoreboard. You can use a ruler and a score tool. I do have a video showing how to score if you don't have a scoreboard. I will link to that in the iCard up above. But I'm going to be using a scoreboard to do these. Again, check out that video. So let's start with the biggest one. So I haven't inked this yet. I will ink it afterwards. Let's go ahead and score it. You kind of can see here where the color is different, that you would fold it here. So we're scoring where we need to fold. And also we have these two tabs on the side that will hold our envelope together. Those will need to be scored as well. And I usually do tabs 1/2 inch. So you don't really have to guess at that. So when you put this on your scoreboard with this side at the top, and this would be for any envelope, you're going to have a score on all 4 sides of your envelope, at least one. So I'm just going to lightly score it. And I do print envelopes on paper, not cardstock. I find that it's just a better, it makes them more realistic, more like an actual envelope. If you want something heavy or you're using it to make a loaded envelope, then maybe cardstock would be a better option. Also, I did print this double-sided so that when you open the flap of the envelope, you will see some type of color or something. So I'm going to fold all 4 scores all the way around. I'm folding in my flaps first here. And then this is the bottom of the envelope, or the main pocket of the envelope, I guess you would say. Folding that up. And then this is the flap. So I'm just going to fold that over. And that is it for the envelope. Okay. So that's what the finished product would look like. This is what it looks like when it's open. You score around on all 4 sides. Fold in your tabs. Fold up the main pocket. And then this is the closing flap. Now let's go ahead and ink it up. The reason I waited to ink it, and you don't have to ink, that's just something that I like to do, is because I wanted to get these folds inked as well, and you can't do that until you actually fold it. So I'm using walnut stain distress ink and a very worn out dauber here to ink this up. And you can use this in your journals. You could punch it, actually put it in your notebook, your planner. And I'm just going to ink that part because that will be seen. Then this bottom flap, I'm going to ink the opening around the edges, and then here. Okay. So that's it for the inking. Now I want to close this up. A lot of times in junk journals or handmade journals, the envelopes are left open to provide writing space. But I'm going to go ahead and seal this one up so you can see what that looks like. Oops, I just got ink right there. I didn't want that. So I'm going to use some art glitter glue. And I'm just going to run a bead down the side of the main pocket flap. And I'm doing this instead of putting it directly on the tab because the tab is a little taller than the flap. So I don't want to err on putting too much glue. All right, so there we go. That is the envelope. And you could, did I not ink this? Okay, then you can do whatever type of closure you want to do to hold the envelope closed. But that's that. Okay, this is another envelope. It's more decorative, but the same applies for this one as well. You're going to score on 4 sides. So let's get the scoreboard out, and you kind of know where to score where one side meets the other side. So, and I'm going to put this as straight as I can. So I'm going to line that up and score it. So I scored there. Then I need to score from here to here where each side meets the other side. There. And again, you can do all of this with a ruler and just fold it over. I'm doing my 1/2 inch tabs, making sure that everything is up against the edge of the scoreboard. So I have 4 scores to fold in, and I think I just ripped that a little bit. All right, let's burnish that down. And I did the same thing with this one. I printed on both sides so that the inside of my envelope wouldn't be plain. You could also always line these. There's a number of things you can do. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this one up because I didn't ink the envelopes. All right, so this is another envelope. Again, same principle. Score in 4 different areas. Fold in the flaps, fold up the bottom piece that makes the pocket, and then this is your top closure. This is what the other side looks like. Okay, so that's 2 envelopes. Let's go ahead and seal this one up. Now here is one. I got a couple more envelopes, but I want to show how to do all of them because they are different looking, but they're basically the same process for all of them. Let's do this one different. I'm going to show you how to do it with a ruler. I started scoring, but it might be easier to do it with a ruler. So to do it with the ruler, you're going to line up where each side meets. So you got some indented or inverted corners where each of these flaps meets the next flap. Just line your ruler up to that. You can take a bone folder or whatever you have, your nail. I try not to do that with my nail, but yeah. And press it up against your ruler, and that's showing you where you need to fold. Here's another demo of that. Just line up the ruler to either side of the flap. Take my bone folder and I'm just going to do that all the way around. Okay. So this piece here with the flat end is the bottom pocket. These 2 are the sides. I think I got some ink on this one by accident. And then that's how it closes, like that. Okay, and this is the reverse side. Okay, so let's go ahead and ink it up. Let's go ahead and put this one together. So in this instance, I'm going to put the glue on the edges of the bottom flap that folds up instead of guessing on those flaps. Yeah, let's put it on this. And then there we go. Same concept. So these are the envelopes, She Blooms. And we got one more. This is a coin envelope, but again, you still got the 4 flaps to work with. And I'm going to use the ruler again to do this. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. This is the bottom, these are the sides, this is the top closure. So I'm going to fold the sides in first. Then this is the bottom flap that would go here. And I think this can go like that, yeah. And then this here. And then you have a coin envelope, okay? So if you notice, I only ink on the areas that will show. So this flap is not going to show. This one will, so I inked it. This down here won't show, so I didn't ink it. I hope that makes sense. So let's go ahead and glue this one together. So we're going to put the 2 side flaps together first. Then the bottom flap. And there you have the coin envelope. Okay. Let's see. All right. So that is it for all the envelopes. Then we have other smaller pieces, ephemera pieces. We have some tabs. Got 4 tabs. We got these little tags. Tags can be used for anything. You can attach them to anything. You could actually put them, I wouldn't put the small one in there. You can put them in the envelopes as ephemera. So for whoever's using the journal, they can write on it and attach it to the page or tuck it in a pocket or in the envelope and have that ready to go. So again, the kit comes, these are just some of the smaller tags. The kit does come with some really large tags, medium-sized tags, a variety of different sizes. It also comes with the cards that go in the envelopes. So this is one that goes in this envelope. This one can go in the big envelope, but it's also designed to fold in half and can also fit in the smaller envelope. I did not print all the cards that go with the coin envelope, so I don't think I did. But there are cards that specifically go with the coin envelope as well in the kit. So we got that, and this can have any type of ephemera included in it. So then we have, oh, here's another tag. Then we have, put them all in here, the folder. This one, you fold it however you want your folder to be. You kind of use this grayed area as a guide for the center and line it up. And you can score. I printed this on cardstock because it's a folder, but you can score this and do it that way, or just fold it like I just did and use your bone folder to burnish it. But there you go. Okay. That one is fairly simple. You just fold it. So you got the folder, the envelopes, the large envelope. Then the tabs. Tabs are the same. You can score them in the center. Let's get a better one. So you can see where it indents there. That's where you would fold it. Or you can just use your scoreboard or your ruler to get a good line. I print the tabs on cardstock. And so there you go. Kind of line that up. Again, I cut these by hand, so they are not perfect, but go ahead and ink that up. then that would just go on. Where's one of those cards? Let's use a card as an example. So you could just glue this on here. If I do that, it's not going to fit in there again, but let's do it so you can see what it looks like. So I'm just going to add glue. Add the glue here. And I'm going to line it up off center. Ooh. Okay, so there is that, and it can slide down into this envelope like so. And then you can just use a tab, pull it out, slide it in. Okay, so that is some of the ephemera that came with this kit, and pretty much most ephemera is the same. If I have any other style ephemera in my kits, I will make sure to do a demonstration on how to use it. If you need to know how to use them actually in your journal, let me know in the comments and I will show you how to incorporate in a journal. As I was working on the She Blooms journal, I realized that there was another piece of ephemera that I needed to demonstrate how to assemble it, and that is the pockets. So this pocket has 3 sides that need to be scored. The top is fine the way it is. So to score this, the tabs on each side are 1/2 inch. So you would just put it on your scoreboard, score the bottom 1/2 inch, and then each side at 1/2 inch. And that's pretty much all there is to that. There's a lot going on here as I am in the middle of working on this project, but I'm using this to give an example of how you can use this. So I have this blank page here, and I'm going to put the pocket on this page. So I'm just going to fold and burnish these tabs on each side. And then I'm going to go ahead and ink it a little bit before I add it using walnut stain. And then apply some glue to the flaps. And then I'm just going to apply it to the page like so. And make sure I got it straight because that was very crooked. And then I'm going to burnish some more just to make sure everything is sealed down. Then you can add whatever you want into your pockets. So this is a journaling card. It can fit in there. It's not specifically what I would want to put in there, but just to give an example. There you go. So that is demonstrating that. And I did go back and find the cards that go with the envelopes. So to demonstrate for the coin envelope, either one of these cards fits right in there, just like that. Okay. What else? Was there anything else that I missed? I don't think so. The kit does come with slides, but I will be showing how to use these slides in another video. So stay tuned for that. I hope that explained how to use it or how to assemble them. I guess that's a better term, how to assemble. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you may be interested in these other videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.